There are several great free timeline makers on the web, and two of my favorites are TimeRime and TimeToast. Shown here is TimeToast at timetoast.com. I really like the way this one looks. When you hover over the little dots on the timeline, you can see the events appear above, and if I were to click on one of these events, it enlarges it to the area in the timeline. I really like this format. However, a couple things I don't love about TimeToast is, one, it doesn't support BC dates, two, I can't add in video, and three, I always have to format my dates with month, day, and year, and a lot of times when I'm making a timeline, I only know an event's year. I might not know the exact date something happened on. So if I'm working with that kind of timeline, then I'm going to go ahead and use TimeRime.com. TimeRime.com is another great tool. It does look a little bit cluttered. You can see that the pictures kind of overlap here on the timeline, and I do have the dates down below, which is also very nice. However, the main difference is when I click on an event, for George Handel, down below, instead of enlarging to the area of the timeline, it actually loaded that information down here on the left. There's a picture and a video, but I have to know to scroll down there to find that. So maybe something that could be improved. But I'm going to go ahead and use this version because it's going to fit better with the format of the dates that I have. So let's get started. First thing you want to do is log in or register. Choose the button up here on the right to get started. Registering is free. You'll simply enter a username, enter your email, create a password, repeat that, type in the code, and agree to the terms of use. If you're already registered, you'll just sign in with your previous information. Once you're logged in, you can either edit one of the timelines that you've already created, or click the orange button to make a new timeline. Scroll down to give your timeline a name, and you can assign a category. Enter a description if you'd like, and then click the Save button. Once you've named your timeline, you can begin adding events. The only thing you're required to add is a year, so I'm going to go ahead and type that in. If you know the month and day information, you can add that as well, but it is not required. You can even get down to hours, seconds, and minutes if you'd like to. You can also add a short description. This description will actually show next to the image on the timeline, and you can have a longer description or a similar description down underneath the timeline. To really make your timeline pop, I recommend that you add an image for each event. These are images that I've already uploaded and used in timeline, so they're already available. If I want to upload a new file from my computer, I can do so one at a time, or I can upload multiple files at a time. And I simply browse to where that image lives on my computer, and I'll click the upload button. Here's the map I'd like to use for this event. Once I'm finished, I can click Save and it will add it to my timeline. I know I'm going to add another event, so I'm just going to do Save and New, and I'll be right back to my editor where I can add in a blank event. And for this event, I know the year in which this happened, which was 1878, but I don't know the specific month or day, so I'm going to go ahead and just leave those blank. I think I'll repeat this as the short description, and then I'll add a more detailed description down below. I'm going to click the Save button and just take a look at how my timeline is shaping up. So up top I can see the events that have started, and immediately I see that I mistyped information on when Harry Houdini was born. And so it's very easy to fix that. All I need to do is either click Edit here on the timeline or click on the event itself and pull up the Edit button down below, and I'll be able to easily fix my mistake, which is immediately reflected on my timeline that is building up above. So I'm going to go ahead and pause the video and add in some more events to fill out my timeline, and then I'll show you how you can share your timeline with others. I've now added several events to my timeline, and I can use the sliders at the bottom to expand the timeline or to narrow it so that I can see all of the events in one view. When you're finished with your timeline and you want to share it with others, probably the easiest way to do it is to send them a link. Across the top you can see you can also print your timeline or embed it in a website. If you click the link button, you'll simply get a link that you can email to someone else. If I switch over to that view, I'm not in editing view anymore, and now I can see what the timeline will appear like to others. And when I click on an event, its short information loads up here right next to the picture, and down below I get a larger view with the full details. That is how you create and share timelines using TimeRime.